Good evening, everybody. I hope you've had a wonderful day. I've had a great day, achieved a lot, and yeah, it was good. Then I came home, cut my grass, and I've bathed two of my dogs, so I've achieved quite a lot. This evening I am going to prepare for you. I may have done this before, but it's what we're having for our evening meal tonight, so forgive me if I am repeating myself. I was very lucky to have been given these beautiful pieces of salmon that were freshly caught by the person that gave them to me, I believe on Tuesday, yesterday. So I'm really excited about this. And as I did before, it's so easy. I just put them in a casserole dish as I have here. I'm going to sprinkle a little salt, my low salt, a little pepper, and then in here I have some of Vaughn's homemade white wine. He's out at the moment, so we'll not tell him, and I'm just going to put just a little and then swirl it over, and then perhaps just a little bit of water. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to sprinkle over is a little dill, just for an extra bit of flavour. There we go. Okay, and then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to go off camera, forgot to take this out the cupboard. Got a piece of foil here. I tend to keep my foil when I'm at home. Wouldn't do this at work, but I keep it at home. If it's nice and clean, I reuse it because it's quite expensive. So I'm just going to cover it with foil, and then I will put that into the oven for about 20 minutes to half an hour just to poach, and that's it. Now you could put it in the frying pan with butter and then just flip the butter over the top, or you could grill your salmon, but I like it poached in the wine and water, and that's a lovely way to serve it. So I'm just going to put this over here, and the other thing I'm going to do is Vaughn gave me this lovely big potato from the garden, and I've cleaned it up, and it's actually quite nice. It's a nice skin on it. So all I'm going to do, if I move this tray out the way, I've got my pot here. I'm just going to cut the potato up, and the reason I want to do this, sometimes we have them baked, but we found that because they've maybe been in the ground for too long, that they can be brown inside, maybe a little slug has got inside. So because we want to have them boiled this evening, I'm cutting them up to make sure that there's nothing inside. But as you can see, I'm not even going to take the skins off. We quite like the skin. So I'm just going to cut them into little pieces, and this potato will actually be plenty for the two of us. I won't be having a lot of potatoes, but Vaughn likes them, so there we go. And with the bit of water that I've got left from the fish, put the water in there, and again, salt's over here, just a little shake of salt, and they can go on the stove. What I'll do is I'll leave them steeping in that, and before I go to boil them, I'll drain them, and that will have removed some of the starch from the potatoes. I'll boil the kettle, and I'll pour boiling hot water over the potatoes, and then put them on to boil for about probably 10 minutes or so, even probably less, because I think I've said to you before, guys, that these homegrown potatoes seem to boil very, very quickly, so I need to keep an eye on them before they go into mush. And the only other thing I've got to do is decide what veg I'm going to have, Vaughn hasn't been down to the vegetable plot yet. The potatoes he'd already picked earlier on, so I'm hoping he'll go down and pick me perhaps a bit of broccoli, although I have some in the freezer, and if that's the case I'll just take it out the freezer and plunge it into hot water, boil for about 5 minutes, and then that'll be absolutely fine. So if he doesn't bring me anything, that's what I'll probably do. Because what I did with the broccoli and the cauliflower that he picked me, I just cut it into the florets and laid them flat on a tray, and I actually then put them in the freezer, and once they were all frozen I then put them into freezer bags, and it means then I'm going to have some broccoli and cauliflower for all through the winter months, which would be great. So there we have it, poached salmon with homegrown boiled potatoes and hopefully some boiled broccoli as well. Hope you've enjoyed that, guys. Tune in for tomorrow and hopefully we'll have something else for you, something maybe we haven't done before. Take care. Bye.